Right then, now there are some things that will forever remain constant. The world revolving around the sun setting in the evening, of course Titi looking beautiful, and of course also Mary as well. And of course the fact that we remain the #1 breakfast show on television. Yay!
Welcome to another scintillating and of course motivation-driven Monday edition of Wake Up Nigeria. Today we hope to stir up that right kind of energy to start your day and get you on your way.
Definitely. Now, let's take a look at the scintillating Mary in the kitchen. Hey, Mary, what's going on, girl?
Hey. Good morning. Great to be here. It's Monday.
Yes, indeed.
The start of a new week for many people. I am so excited because it's midweek for me, though.
Well, it's good to see you in high spirit, as always. Now, the world is full of nice people. Now, if you can't find any, my advice to you is be nice. Do something nice to someone, and guess what? Karma will always be on your side. It's a good thing Mike is not here. It's somewhere in the background.
Mike is here, by the way, and we're going to be nice to Mike today.
We are. We'll try our best.
Very nice, Mazino.
I will try.
I am always nice to Mike. Well,
you?
Nice to Mike.
Please, you're the last person that's nice to anybody.
You want me to be as nice to you as I am to Mike. It can't work.
In any case.
His hashtag Be Nice to Mike Day. I used today to reflect on that. And of course, you're going to see the best way to appreciate yourself, your job, and of course, imagine yourself without one. That should motivate you.
Yeah, exactly.
Help you get out of bed.
Now, the saying, you don't know what you have until you lose it, kind of like plays in your mind when you hear that. So my advice is make the best of your today. My name is Mazino.
And I'm Titi. Remember, you can use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria across social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on TV.
Yes, indeed. And of course, you can always carry us with you anywhere you go. Use the mobile app. You want to download that on Google Play Store or on iOS.
Also, implore you, please follow us. Social media is always there for you. We are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All the platforms have us right there.
At TVC Connect. Now, let's talk about what we have coming up on the show for a Monday edition. Mary Ogundimu. I'm not going to help you out with the next one, though. Now, she's a multiple award-winning speaker, trainer, and also coach who specializes in using storytelling and deep context to reconstruct everyday narratives. And today she'll be, well, talking to us about clarity, the key to a great future. And of course, Melody Fiddle is an international award-winning Nigerian entrepreneur and communication, media and marketing consultant. He's a life coach and a writer with special focus on business entrepreneurship and human development. Now, he's organized special training programs for young and aspiring entrepreneurs where he teaches them the basics and know-how of entrepreneurship through his business and entrepreneurship platform.
The business of training others is amazing.
Amazing, absolutely. And you're welcome for a Monday morning here. Let's get the news on the way. Now we begin in Kaduna State, where at least 3 people were killed in an attack on Jema local government area in Kaduna State. Now, among the victims is the secretary to the ward head of Gokafa, Sergeant Christopher Madaki, retired, his wife and the daughter-in-law. Confirming the incident, the Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, said the gunmen invaded the residence of the retired military officer on Saturday night and opened fire on them. In another development, an irate youth was killed, or killed a man identified as Abba Mohammed in Kashia local government area of the state. The man was accused of killing Hamidu Nura, an act which angered the youth, forcing them to seize Mohammed and in the process stabbed him with knives and other dangerous weapons until he died. And in Katsina State, 8 people have been killed and 3 others injured in a fresh reprisal attack by suspected bandits at Takia community in Safana local government area of the Katsina State. The police public relations officer in the state, SP Gambo Isha, said the attack, which occurred on Saturday, was carried out by armed men believed to be avenging a mob action against 2 of their informants. The bandits arrived at the village on motorcycles armed with sophisticated weapons and started shooting sporadically before killing the victims who were working on their respective farms. Following the attack, residents of Takia community and other neighboring villages have fled the village to Dutsima town for safety, while the injured are receiving medical attention at Tsima General Hospital. And still talking security, the Nigeria Army says troops of 3 Brigade Kano have arrested 13 suspected Boko Haram terrorists in the state. The Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Mohammed Yarima, disclosed this in a statement yesterday. He said the suspected terrorists were arrested around Filin Lazio in Hotoro area of Kano, following a suspected or rather successful operation. The Nigerian Army has appealed to residents of the state to maintain high level of vigilance and continue to report suspected movements of strange individuals or groups in their environments to relevant security agencies for prompt action. And finally, as the concerns on insecurity heightens, Nigeria's House of Representatives is seeking further partnership with the European Union in combating the security challenge. The House Committee Chairman on Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Buba Yakub, who represented the Speaker of the House of Representatives, said the statement at the commemoration of the Euro Day 2021 held in Abuja. Also speaking at the event, the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Capital Administration, who represented the minister, assured that the government is making efforts to ensure safety in the capital and other states.
In the area of intelligence and training, I will want to see an improvement or an increase in that area in terms of collaboration.
We are not resting on our oars to ensure that we put in place mitigation efforts to prevent breakdown of law and order in the FC.
And that's it for the news. Mary is very, very adamant about what she wants to talk about when it comes to what's up and about. Just in a bit, you'll find out why she's so excited. But let's do the papers this morning. Let's start from the Daily Sun. We have these headlines here, very sad ones to go. Banditry, heavy security deployment in Abuja. Operatives drafted to schools, border towns, Versi, Poli, and other shut. At the top of the Daily Sun, tension in Abia, Imo as gunmen abduct Versi students. Kalu describes action as devastating and evil. Gunmen kill 3 policemen, raise stations in Anambra and Ebonyi. At the bottom of the page, how Adeboye's 42-year-old son died, very sad there, and saved Nigeria from disintegration. Wike begs nationalists and elites. And SIM-NIN linkage will improve security, strengthens economic, Buhari says. And also, CBN extends Naira for dollar scheme indefinitely. Expect greater floods, FG warns. We talked about this last week, and we also talked about our need that we have to actually make sure that we do all we can when it comes to the rainy season, because we're going to have that coming soon. We move on now to our next daily, and that is the Tribune. And front page for the Tribune, this is what we have. Reps probe 43 billion naira Save School initiative, and Abia government confirms abduction of VASTI students on Okigwe Uturu Highway. Rehabilitate our children. Parents of 72 released students appeal to the federal government, and FG orders tight security in borders. To the side of the photo story for today on the Tribune, Buhari suspends NPA MD Hadiza Bala Usman. And no training of 3,000 Fulani men in Ondo Army Barracks, say Akeredolu. And of course, Oyo set to give a final judgment on boundary disputes in 23 LGAs, and 28 states at risk of severe flooding, says FG. To the side here, we have insecurity, defense budget not adequate, Senate says President, and as service chiefs hold closed session with Senate. At the top, we have Buhari government. Others mourn as Adeboye loses 42-year-old son, and Reps probe reports on a $448 billion illicit financial flow, loss of public funds. There's plenty more on other dailies, but that's as much as we can take this morning. Apologies for not being able to bring you the rest, but do pick them up. Find a story, make a comment, hashtag us in. We are Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Alrighty then.
And you are welcome. What's up and about Nigeria? What's going on? Mike is in the studio.
Yes, Mike is here. He decided to grace us with his presence.
So
we are honored to have you in our midst.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
So you can pass the offering box. Start from Mazino. Anything lower down.
I have a question for you, Mike. How
lower.
did you sleep last night?
Last night.
You made me think of Sam Smith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that what you think when you think
You
about
don't know the
me?
song?
I do know the song.
Last night was
Were you alone?
It was cold.
It was cold? You weren't alone?
No, don't worry.
Oh, now you know what you guys are doing.
Let's leave that. Let's leave that.
Let me segue into something here.
Okay.
Now, you wouldn't know this, but as married people here, there's a big fallacy that's going about what you see in the movies and in programs and everything where couples are asleep and they're all entwined in each other. They're all, their legs are all, twisted
Why is
and
it
everything.
a fallacy?
It is such a big lie.
It is not a big lie.
It is such a big... Wait.
You hear what I said?
I can hear people talking in my ear and shouting that, no, Mazino, listen, it happens, don't get me wrong. Couples do get entwined at night, especially when it's cold, like the months of June and July and everything. It's fantastic. But the truth is, most times, couples are not like that in bed. With NEPA, that never has light. You want to be entwining inside it. So it doesn't happen.
Just be like Melinda, go get an island. If you have, but it depends on where you stay.
I might be wrong.
So you know that whole freedom where you can stretch and then the sleep just now. Oh, and then your pillow. Your pillow is your personal space. We talked about this personal space.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing, that pillow, it must be chilled. You know, sometimes you want to turn the pillow around so it'll be cold on the other side. But if somebody is lying beside you, you'll be able to turn the pillow.
So you're not often entwined with Oscar?
Nah.
Here and there. Mary, what about you?
You that you started the conversation. Are you always here?
I'm not often.
Don't mind you.
No,
yeah. Even one hand will wake me up. So like this, just one hand.
See, all these things look. For some people, there are people that are entwined the whole night. And there are sometimes you could be entwined the whole night.
Exactly.
But of course, to have a good sleep, you need some space.
Some space. Yeah. I like to sleep starfish.
So probably at the
can't get it
beginning before, to get a good sleep.
Yeah.
And it's still talking about sleep. Okay, there's this tweet by Elon Musk that he pushed. I think it was a throwback tweet where he spoke about he walks. He sleeps, 6 hours, walks so much for every day, and then they still call him lucky. And there's something, this one is for...
6 hours, that's good.
No, I'm not sure exactly, I'll check it out. But this one is for aspire to perspire, who go like, if you're sleeping 8 hours, you've slept 1/3 of your life. In New York, they're making money in the stock exchange while you were asleep.
It's the fact.
Look, with all due respect to everybody that's ever said that rubbish to you. Look, you see, life is dynamic, and you have to understand something. See, let me use my secondary school analysis to say this. The same subject, I remember, let me use maths. I never picked up a pen to solve a maths equation, ever. But I was never lower than 3rd, ever.
In your class.
I had friends who would stay up weeks and they would still not get a grasp of the thing. But they were better somewhere else.
Exactly. Everybody has their area of strength.
Do you understand? And what I'm saying is this. Look, for someone, and especially when it comes to sleep, I would say, but the general rule, less sleep doesn't do your body good.
It doesn't help.
And then for the fact, and then somebody's telling you that they're making money, stock exchange. Sure, you think those guys don't have the time they'll sleep? They'll try to do something.
Guys, I came across something yesterday.
Yeah.
Apparently, the less sleep you have, the more likely you are to have dementia in future.
You see there? I was actually going to tell you that it's going to cause something that bad.
There was something I was doing about sleep routine research that I had to use on the show last night. And there was something it said. It insisted on 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
You should.
Just lock it down for 7 to 8 hours. We keep deceiving ourselves that we can function. You are barely functioning until one day you wake up with a terrible headache. You think you can manage it, and the next day you collapse at work, and everyone is running out.
I will tell you something, however, going back to our very first instance, sleeping with a partner actually helps release certain hormones and good feelings actually make your sleep better.
Yeah.
True.
So the truth is, yes,
even without the content,
entwining is good, even if it doesn't happen very often.
And then something you have to understand, when you talk to sleep experts, they tell you there's deep sleep. And that doesn't happen in the first 1-2 hours.
No, it doesn't.
It happens from the 3rd, 4th hour. Yeah. You need about 2 hours of that deep sleep.
That's
you remember your dreams?
That's what we talk about.
Do you remember your dreams?
Okay, so I'm someone I actually remember my dreams.
Okay, so
clearly.
This is it. Wow. Listen,
I do.
Now I hate to bust your bubble, but if you remember your dreams, you're not sleeping deep enough.
You're not having REM sleep.
Now, so they talk. Okay, so this is what happens. No. See, I didn't sleep or forget. I know how to.
I'm good in bed myself.
But what happens is that it goes up and then with time, it now comes.
It's so good. Hey, how do you sleep? Let us know, please. You want to send us a message, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Let's know exactly. Entwined, not entwined, deep, no. Remember your dreams, you don't? Let's just know. We'll be back as Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for the kitchen segment on Wake Up Nigeria. We have Chef Tade in the kitchen with us. Welcome back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so what's the name of your restaurant? I can see it here.
Extravagant Fingers.
Extravagant Fingers. Amazing, amazing. It's always great to have you on the show. Now let's talk about what we're making today. What are we making?
Indian fried rice.
Indian fried rice.
Yeah.
Indian fried rice. So we all eat fried rice here as Nigerians. What is the thing that makes Indian fried rice different from what we're used to?
All right. The thing that makes it different is the chickpeas and graham masala.
Okay.
Yes.
What is graham masala?
It's a special spice from them.
Okay. All right.
Inherited to it.
What's the first thing we need to do to get prepped?
We cut our veggies.
Okay. Go
And
ahead.
then
Okay, fantastic. Go ahead.
we wash this.
Okay. All right. So the chickpeas, have you...
Yes.
Okay, let's even go through the ingredients. First of all, we're making Indian fried rice, and the ingredients, hopefully we'll have that on the screen in a few seconds for you. But let's look at what we have right here on the table. We have peppers.
Yes.
Right? Green peppers.
Green pepper.
And we have
Carrot.
onions. Of course, the chickpeas we mentioned
Chickpeas.
earlier.
Yeah, sure.
Now this is
Turkey.
turkey. All right, so this is frozen turkey.
Yes, frozen.
Is this just for frying, or
Yes,
are you
just
adding-
for frying, and I will saute it. That's all.
All right then. Are these all the ingredients we're using?
No, we still have some.
Okay.
I have
What are
some
the other
spices here. These herbs,
What sort of herbs are these?
just herbs.
You don't want to tell them your secret herbs, eh? Okay, all right. So it's herbs. That's what he's calling them. But I know that this looks suspiciously like parsley, right? It's not parsley?
Yeah.
Okay. And this looks like
Spice.
it's it's very close to like pepper soup spice. in my eyes.
Mixed spice.
Mixed spice. All right. And he's mixed something special in there. We'll probably never know. What's in the can?
Peas. Green pea.
Green peas. All right then. Now I know that this is black pepper, right?
Not black pepper.
Not black pepper? I got it
Yes.
wrong. Okay, well it's hidden.
Yeah, that's cumin seed.
Cumin seed.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know they grind cumin seeds as well. All right then. So these spices, they're for the rice or for
The rice.
For the rice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So can I find chickpeas just anywhere?
No.
Where should I search for them?
It's Indian stores.
Indian stores.
Yes.
That's where I'll find chickpeas.
Yes. You can't find it anywhere.
And what do I do with them once I have them?
We have the dry one.
Okay.
And we have the canned one. This is the canned one.
Okay.
It's easier to prepare, unlike the dry one. The dry one takes much time. Yeah.
So let me help you get a pan because I believe we're going to be working on the turkey now.
Sure.
What's going to happen to the turkey right now?
No, I will need water on fire.
Yeah. You want to boil water
Yeah,
first?
boil water.
Okay.
For the rice.
Fantastic. So, of course, we mentioned rice earlier, but I didn't mention that it was basmati rice.
Yes, basmati rice.
So when we're doing fried rice, locally here, it's going to cook for a reasonable amount of time. But I guess with this type of rice...
We need to parboil this.
Okay.
Then we stir fry.
Okay, fantastic. Once again, if you're wondering what you can use if you're making this at home, you need turkey, you need chickpeas, there's some pepper here, there's carrots, onion, some special spices, which the chef has refused to tell us till now. We have peas, of course, and did you call it masala?
Yes, masala.
Masala spice.
Gram masala.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Chef Tade has us covered, and hopefully you can try this at home as well. We're just getting started. Not to worry. We have quite a bit to go. You're not going to miss much. But hey, try it at home and use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC so you can show us what you've been up to in your kitchen. Mary.
Thank you very much. Well, it's time for motivation, being Monday, of course. And we have Mary, my namesake, Ogundimo, a multiple award-winning speaker, trainer, and coach who specializes in using storytelling and deep context to reconstruct everyday narratives and life experiences. Now, she joins us to talk about clarity, the key to a great future. Great to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you, Mary.
Awesome. Now, when we talk about clarity, that word, I'd like to hear your own definition of clarity.
All right, so thank you once again. Clarity for me is knowing exactly what you want, where you are going, how you are going about it, and why. But the word there is knowing exactly, like knowing really.
Like a vision.
Yes.
Having a vision of
what
what you want.
exactly it is.
Okay, so now there are different types of clarities, just as you even mentioned some now. So what type of clarity are we going to be focusing on this morning?
So I like to talk more on clarity of purpose.
Purpose.
Yes, defining exactly what you want from life and what you have been sent to do.
That word definition. Purpose is a word that has been misused
A lot.
severally.
A lot.
So I'd like you to define purpose as well.
Okay, so I remember a conversation I had with a personal development strategist yesterday, and this was the exact question I asked her when she kept saying purpose. But I'm like, what exactly is this purpose in? Because anywhere you turn to, you just hear people saying, oh, look for your purpose, find your purpose. What is your purpose? But I just say that it's not really something as big as, you know, people paint it to be, making it look like it's something...
It looks scary sometimes.
Yeah, making it look like you have to hit a rock to know what your purpose is. Purpose is why. Why exactly are you sent to do this thing? Why do you even want to do it? So they say that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse will definitely set in. So you want to ask yourself, what is my purpose? What have I been sent to do? If I know what I have been sent to do, who am I sent to? Or who are those I have been sent to? Why am I even sent to them? What exactly do I want to be doing? By the time you begin to answer those questions, it brings you to a time of self-identity or self-awareness to say, okay, you know what? Let me really have this time with myself. Let me sit down and ask myself, where am I going to? Or where am I coming from?
So self-identity, that's one.
Definitely very important. Then when you go from self-identity, you become more aware of yourself. So you begin to ask yourself very fundamental question. And a lot of us, you know, generally, people are really busy.
Yes.
People are so busy, you know, you go to work, the hustles and bustles of life, so many things to catch up with. But it's very important that we always, in the midst of those business, create time for ourselves, have that me time, that meditation time to really do a self-audit. You know, you just stop at one point and ask yourself, what exactly have I been doing with my life? And I remember that I began to ask myself these questions when I needed to resign from working in the bank last year. And
that's a huge step.
It was huge. You know,
how long have you been working there?
I worked for 6 years and 6 months.
My gosh. Okay.
You know, I still had this conversation. One of my friends was like, Mary, you're very crazy. Like, you left the bank in COVID. I'm like, yes, I needed to leave because I began to question my essence in that place. I began to question the fact that I wasn't really doing what I wanted to do. I wasn't growing. My career was not really developing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired.
Did you study anything related to it?
No, I actually studied mass communication. Maybe that was why I was tired anyway. I don't know. But I feel like there is more to me. There is that part of me that wanted to explore. I wanted to do a lot of things. And I knew I needed to be out of this space, right? I know that that's another conversation. But again, for me to take that decision, it's another level of clarity. Because I was so clear that, you know what, your time is up in this place. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to do another thing. So I began to question the things I was doing, what I really would want to do. What would I rather be doing if I'm not doing this particular thing? And I began to find solutions to those kind of things.
So self-identity, self-awareness, self-audit, which of course brings solutions. Now, at this point, for some people, they had to leave where they were to find their purpose. In a situation where you find yourself where you're supposed to be, but things aren't just working the way you expect them to, what do you do?
You know, Mary, the truth is, for everyone, the greatest tragedy in life is to actually live a confused life.
Yes.
If you don't know where you're going, everywhere looks like a bus stop.
Exactly.
So it's very important that first, as a person, you know what exactly do you want. Because I hear a lot of people, in fact, when I took the decision to leave, I got a lot of questions. People began to say, you know, I'm tired of my job. I'm this, and I'm like, calm down, it's okay. You don't like where you are, but I'm not going to advise you to jump out. If you're not here, where would you rather be? What do you want to do? Can you guarantee that if you live where you are today, when you get to where you are going to find the level of happiness or the level of joy or fulfillment that you want?
I like the fact that Mary has so many questions for us this morning. And I think it's important for us to write them down and give ourselves honest answers. And if you need further help, of course, you know, you can always have a conversation with Mary Ogundimo. Thank you so much for being in the studio with us this morning.
Thank you.
All right, we will take this break. And of course, the show continues. Stay with us as Wake Up Nigeria.
All right, so we have the ingredients for Indian fried rice?
Yes, Indian fried rice.
All right, so the ingredients, once again, right there we have peas, carrots, vegetables, and of course white onions, garlic cloves, fresh coriander, canned chickpeas, spices, onion seed, chili powder, garam masala, ginger powder, coriander seeds, and fresh curry leaves. Ooh, I haven't seen the curry leaves yet. Is that it? Okay, that should be it. And of course, cooked basmati rice. Aha, so if you're making it at home, those are the ingredients you need to put this together. So far, we've done quite a bit. We put some turkey to the boil, or should we say to the steam, right? What did you add to the turkey?
Just salt.
Salt?
Salt.
Salt to taste?
Yeah, just
nothing
salt.
else?
Nothing else.
All right, okay. So that's the turkey. So what happens next?
Right now, I have to stir fry.
Okay.
Then parboil my rice.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead. Let me see. So we've had water to the boil there. So if I started cooking it with cold water, would it make any difference?
No.
No?
Yes, but it takes time.
Okay. All right.
And it won't come out well. So you need to use hot water. Okay.
Fantastic. So now this is interesting. Talk to us about this.
The wok. It's quite easier to walk inside this.
Okay.
Because it's not like pot, usual pot, and you can easily stir fry in it.
Okay.
So that's why I brought this.
So is this what you use for all your stir fries?
Sure. Yes.
So I know that this is special. It looks like or more like it came from another country. Talk to us about the origins of this.
Chinese.
Okay.
They make use of this a whole lot to prepare their dishes. And also, it helps them to saute meats and all.
So I know that we've taken the turkey off the heat, and I know the wok is waiting. But what are we using the wok for right now?
I'll need to stir fry the veggies.
All right, go ahead.
I want to allow this to boil. There's no space.
All right, let's take that one off since we're not using that anymore. Let me take that out of the way. Okay. Got it. And then put the wok on the heat. Can't wait to see your wok action here. The chickpeas are so interesting to me. I really want to see what happens with those chickpeas.
Yes.
But
I already sauteed this
Okay.
in vegetable oil, and I used garlic and salt to saute it.
Okay, all right.
I added a little paprika to spice it up.
Paprika. Beautiful. So the wok, are you going to add some kind of oil to it? Or?
Yes, I will.
All right. So I can see there are two types of onions here. There's,
Yes, I have white onions. I have this. I'll use this to fry this.
Okay.
I'll use this for the rice. White.
All right. Go ahead. Show us your skills. I love seeing knife skills from chefs. I don't know. It's just a thing. It's a thing. But while he's getting that white onion chopped to perfection, we have to take a quick break. There's still quite a lot coming your way right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. Yeah.
And you are welcome back, second hour here, and it's all looking lovely-doubly for a Monday. Invest in your dreams, grind now, shine later, hustle. Don't sleep, Mike, don't sleep.
Hustlers don't sleep, they nap.
They nap, yeah. This is something Mike will not understand. Get your grind on, okay, and make your dreams a reality right now.
Yeah, greatness only comes before the hustle in the dictionary, you know. Just in the dictionary, that's the only place where it comes first. So when you feel it in your heart, you feel right, but you'll be criticized for any of it
Yes,
either way.
indeed.
So, hey.
Now, as usual, it's all good vibes this Monday and the entire week, so I advise that you stay tuned for the next 45 minutes that we have left. Grab a cup of your favorite beverage or whatever it is, and let's have a good Monday together.
So much excitement in the air, and the kitchen has come alive with our chef this morning, Chef Tade.
Loving what we're smelling.
Today's breakfast is looking amazing already. I'm like keeping my fingers crossed. I can't wait to dig into it. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure you use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best show on Nigerian TV.
Yes, and also you can watch us live from absolutely anywhere on Facebook, or use the mobile app, which you can download on Google Play Store or on iOS. And we also implore you to follow us across all social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, everything. We are at TVC Connect. Now, let's let them know what we have left.
Hey, Melody Fidel is an international award-winning Nigerian entrepreneur and communications, media, and marketing consultant. When it comes to life coaching, writing, there's a special focus on business and entrepreneurship. He has so much to share with us as he makes business of teaching the basics of entrepreneurship. We'll be talking to him a little later on SME. Stop! I just wanted to give it.
Actually thought immediately of DMX.
I wanted to give a birthday shout out to my mom's youngest sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her name is Oyenike Oyedele. So she's the closest to a cousin that I kind of have. On
Your
my
auntie
mom's
is your
side.
cousin?
Yeah, so she's like 3 years older than me.
Oh,
so yeah, my mom basically looked after her. And she's an inspiration. She's always been a star child in our family. Happy birthday, Aunt Nike.
My niece's auntie is actually younger than her.
Ooh.
Get it? It's her auntie, but she's younger. This is good.
Yeah, okay, since we are giving birthday shout outs, I want to give a shout out to my man. His birthday was last Friday.
Last Friday.
I don't like to talk so much about my private life, but it's the best thing that has happened to me. Happy birthday to you, honey.
Oh,
Right.
my God.
Since it's birthday shout out, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to everybody whose birthday is this year.
Yeah.
So when it's your birthday, just play this video. So if I miss it, you won't get angry with me. Happy birthday if your birthday is in 2021. Happy birthday.
You know, your birthday is not going to be 2021. It's going to be 2020.
That's covered the year. I told you. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah, just
That's covered the year.
Since we're in the moment of this, I have to congratulate everybody on every endeavor, every achievement. And if yours is yet to come, well, don't worry. Mine sounds horrible. I know.
What God
Speaking
cannot
of
do does not
For South
exist.
African women,
It's an
she's already
achievement.
coming.
Oh, real quick, South African women, they have a law on, coming in which will allow them marry more than one husband. If this goes into
Congratulations to them. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
news.
who wants a South African visa now?
Yes.
Welcome back. It's the news for the second hour here on Wake Up Nigeria. Now, we begin in Kaduna State, where at least 3 people were killed in an attack on Jemma local government area of Kaduna State. Now, among the victims is the Secretary of the Ward Head, Gokalfa, Sergeant Christopher Madaki, retired, his wife and daughter-in-law. Confirming the incident, the Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, said the gunmen invaded the residence of the retired military officer on Saturday night, and opened fire on them. In another development, an irate youth killed a man identified as Abba Mohammed in Kashia local government area of the state. The man was accused of killing Hamidu Nura, an act which angered the youths, forcing them to seize Mohammed and in the process stabbed him with knives and dangerous weapons until he died. In Katsina State, 8 people have been killed and 3 others injured in a fresh reprisal attack by suspected bandits at Sakia, a community in Safana local government area of Katsina State. The police public relations officer in the state, SP Gambo Isha, said the attack, which occurred on Saturday, was carried out by armed men believed to be avenging a mob action against 2 of their informants. The bandits arrived at the village on motorcycles armed with sophisticated weapons and started shooting sporadically before killing the victims who were working on their respective farms. Following the attack, residents of Sakia community and the other neighboring villages have fled the village to Dutsima town for safety, while the injured are receiving medical attention at Dutsima General Hospital. Still talking about security, the Nigeria Army says troops of 3 Brigade Kano have arrested 13 suspected Boko Haram terrorists in the state. The Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Mohammed Yerima, disclosed this in a statement yesterday. He said the suspected terrorists were arrested around Filin Lazio in Hotoro area of Kano following a successful operation. The Nigerian Army has appealed to residents of the state to maintain high level of vigilance and continue to report suspected movements of strange individuals or groups in the environments to the relevant security agencies for prompt action. And finally, as the concerns on insecurity heightens, Nigeria's House of Representatives is seeking further partnership with the European Union in combating the security challenge. The House Committee Chairman on Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Buba Yakub, who represented the Speaker of the House of Representatives, made the statement at the commemoration of the Europe Day 2021 held in Abuja. Also speaking at the event, the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Capital Administration, who represented the ministry, assured that the government is making efforts to ensure safety in the capital and other states.
In the area of intelligence and training, I will want to see an improvement or an increase in that area in terms of collaboration.
We are not resting on our oars to ensure that we put in place mitigation efforts to prevent breakdown of law and order in the FC.
And that's it for the news here on Wake Up Nigeria. And you're welcome back. Final segment here for Wake Up Nigeria. And let's get on with it. Today we have with us for our SME segment Mr. Melody Fiddle. He's an international award-winning Nigerian entrepreneur and also communication expert, media and marketing consultant. He's a life coach and also writer with special focus on business, entrepreneurship, and also human development. Now, Mr. Fiddle organizes special training programs for young and aspiring entrepreneurs, where he teaches them the basic and knowledge of how to of entrepreneurship through his Bay Business and Entrepreneurship platform. He joins us now for SME. Now, it's Bay with M. Fiddle.
Bay with Melody Fiddle.
It's not Bay as a baby, Bay.
No, like Bay, business and
entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You're also an author and you focus on business. This is something that you use to try and get the youths to monetize their talent.
And skills.
So you're a trainer, basically.
Yes.
And this is something that you do not just for individuals or a group of youths. You also do this for businesses and establishments. So let's focus on that now today, the training aspect of your multifaceted, talented self, if you get me. So training is something that most people think that they can just do. After all, I have an ability to impart people. I'm just going to go ahead and just start training people. But is there anything absolutely unique that one needs to have before they're able to say, yes, I'm a trainer, and a fit one for that?
Okay, for me, I always tell people when they say you're a motivational speaker, I say no. When they say you're a trainer, basically I even prefer the word coach. Because there's a difference between coaching and training. Training, I can actually go to on YouTube and listen to something and pass it to someone else. But as a coach, I'm teaching you my experiences.
Okay.
I'm teaching you the road I've passed through. Okay, teaching you how to master the rope your own way. So that's the difference basically between a coach and a trainer or someone who is a motivator. Okay, because I'm teaching you what I've been through. So anything I'm teaching you, regardless of what it is,
tested and tried and tested.
Yes. Okay. So I can like you're hearing from the horse's mouth.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what coaching is about.
Now,
for me,
with Bay with Melody Fiddle, do you have like a group of people who you attend to these duties with, like when you have a training session or when you have to be at certain businesses for trainings or coachings, or is it just you as an individual?
Well, I'm the basic founder and the basic anchor for the program, but I have skillful persons who are so well experienced I work with. Okay, because at times you could have over a gig in different places, in different locations. I can't be there all by myself.
Okay.
So I have just split Yeah, we go there. Okay, and
We're going to come back and talk about the monetizing of it, exactly how it gets you as an individual funded and all of that. But your business is also run on the fact that you're trying to get people, youth basically mostly, to actually monetize their talent. One question is, why is that very important? Why is that so important for you to do? Secondly, how successful have you been at this?
Okay, well, it's very important for me to do because I actually started with talent and skill monetization. I get noticed by credible awards nationally and internationally because of the ability for me to monetize my talent and skill.
What is your talent exactly?
My talent, speaking, dancing, meeting people, talking, you know. So as you can see, I'm more talented, okay? So, and from this, you could leverage your talent as a passion. From passion, you move it to being self-employed. From there, you move to entrepreneurship, then at the long run, become a business owner. So that's the sweet thing about monetizing your talent and skills. Even most of the persons you see, and I'm very sure if I ask, maybe you didn't actually study this you're doing in university.
I'm a scientist, actually.
Good. You said you are here. So I believe it's from passion. Okay, then you got skilled, you know, in it, and today you're seated here doing this for years now.
True.
Yeah, so you see.
Very true.
So this is even paying you more than what you studied in school.
Well, then I could have been a professor and maybe I would have been a whole lot more, but let's not talk about that. But it's all good. So now the focus on youth, however, the fact that the youth out there these days, the only thing on their mind is, how am I going to be that guy who's up there? Many of them don't think about their talent. They always think about the academic efforts that they put in from years back, which is often maybe funded or pushed by their parents or guardians. So the youth, your focus on the youth, how does that help you as a trainer yourself? I know that there's a market out there. This is not all for free, is it?
Yes, of course. We have paid trainings. Okay, in Bay, we have paid trainings whereby you come, you learn different things. First, the most important is talent and skill monetization. They will talk about the cryptocurrency, the forex, and the other stuff as well. You could learn Amazon FBA and the rest of them. We have paid training, so we make money from the paid training for our free training. Like that's how we are planning now in different African countries. That's the Campus Connect. Okay, the big Campus Connect Talent and Skill Monetization. It's a free Campus Connect event whereby we'll be funding those that have talent and those that have ideas, like a business grant, scholarship, and the rest of them.
So how does this work exactly? Because now I'm imagining that if I was contracted to train people on maybe media, radio, television, I exactly know what I'm going to go train them for. How to make programs, how to create great business cultures when it comes to media, what to do, what to look out for. I know the channels to teach with, the tools to use, but you are training people based on their own different talents. So how is that easy for you? Because one person might be good at media, the other person might be good at craft, another person. How do you exactly know how to instruct this one as it's different from this individual, as it's different from that individual? What do you tell these people?
Okay, yeah, first I use my experience, like for you to be outstanding, you must know something in everything. You don't need to know everything in something, So when it comes to dance, I have experiences from dance. I've went to Spain. Dance have taken me out of the country. When it comes to music, I've worked with a lot of artists, and I've managed some in the past, and I've also promoted some. So when it comes to writing, of course, I'm a writer, I'm an author. So when it comes to business, do business as a businessman, as an entrepreneur. Okay, so I myself, I'm a business as a coach. Okay, as an author, as a public speaker, you know, MC and the rest of them. So any angle you are coming from, I have this experience.
So there's no one size fits all for all talents. You have to yourself be have knowledge in everything.
Of course. So have knowledge in these things. So basically, first, when you come to me for training, the first thing I ask you is, what do you want to achieve? What are you into? So I focus basically on you. I'm focused basically on people and what they want to do. I don't force you to do what you're not or what you don't have passion.
Do you think I can be a trainer?
Yes.
What do I need to do? What do I need to start with? How do I need to go about setting up the structure for my company if I'm going to be a trainer or coach?
If you're going to be a coach. Now, you can only be a coach from what you have experience in, okay? You can be a coach from what you have experience in. So it depends on if you want to have a niche, a focused niche. Okay, like you see some trainers today or some coaches, they are focused in a particular sphere of training, maybe his lifestyle, you know, maybe his personal development, the rest of them. So for you, first of all, is what you are a pro in, because your trainer, you want your trainer or your trainee, you want to see, you want to see your trainee reflect what you've
teachings that you've impacted on them.
Exactly. So for you to, first of all, what are you good at? Okay. If you know what you're good at, what do people need from what you are good at, and how can people pay you with what you are good at? So these are the key things you need to look at before venturing into it.
If anybody's listening out there, definitely you need the experience. First off, if you're going to become a coach or a trainer, you need to have that experience. You can't just jump into it without any prior knowledge or anything. Very interesting. What's the name of that book again you wrote?
The new book, Talent and Skill Monetization.
Talent and Skill Monetization.
Yes.
So if I've got skill or talent for training, I guess this is one book I'm definitely going to have to read.
Just name the talents. Even if you have interest in washing clothes, you can cook, anything, everything is there, how you can monetize that talent and skill.
Interesting. Can you smell that in the air?
Yes, I can.
It's really spicy, isn't
it? Very.
We're actually almost joking in here, but before it chokes us, let's eat it.
So we must.
Come on over to the kitchen where Titi and Mary have had this, and also our cook for today, have had this very beautiful breakfast prepared for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Have a seat.
Thank you, thank you.
Chef Tade has been hard at work, and
I can see.
Stir-frying the heck
Chef Tade, well done. I told myself, if you don't come, I'll kidnap you.
Welcome. All righty then. So, even though he's still stir-frying, there's already a set already prepared for you. And this is Indian fried rice.
Fried rice.
Right?
Yeah.
Indian fried rice. And trust me, the spices are... I think everybody in TVC knows what's going on in this kitchen this morning. Please have a taste.
Okay, guys. Let me see.
Dig in.
Okay.
Start anywhere.
Anywhere, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm already feeling...
What? You're feeling
excited without tasting.
I think I'm in India already.
Nice one. Well done.
That's what we're hoping to hear. Now, Chef Tade is amazing. Extravagant Fingers is where he's from. You should tell him how you feel about the dish on social media.
That's right. Mike and Mazino. I know Mazino already said he can't wait to join us.
Oh, I can't wait. Please just have mine ready. I'll be there in a flash.
Mike, we've put an embargo on you.
Mike, you're welcome now. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Have a nice day.